Good morning, YouTube. I apologize about not being very good about posting. I've had some busy. We had a baby shower coming up, so that took a lot of our time and focus. But I wanted to show you guys the nursery. So the nursery has been updated, maybe a little bit. So we got everything. Got a bunch of clothes for a girl. I've got a bunch of diapers. And then over here we got some baby wipes. So we got it all. I just sipped on. So we got it all for her. But today I wanted to do a full day of eating and kind of give you guys a rundown of what I'm doing personally to work around celiac disease and kind of what my game plan is for that. So right now I'm on my way to get some caffeine for my lovely garage. Take you guys sneaking in the back here. Grab that. So we're gonna go. I'm gonna get meal one going. Meal one hasn't changed in a minute, but I want to kind of go over so far what I've been feeling like in these first 4 weeks, and kind of the different things that I'm doing. How's training been? Once this one posts, you'll see that I have posted a kind of a lower body day, very quick. Nothing wasn't the best, but kind of explain a little bit about that. But yeah, so it's a mess in here, so my wife's gonna kill me for posting this video, but I'm gonna get meal one, my pre-workout meal, made, and then I will see you guys at breakfast. All right, guys, so we got meal one here. So we're gonna go 250 grams of white rice, 120 grams of ground beef, and then I top it with some salt and mustard. Then we have one apple. Don't know exactly how much of an apple, but one apple. So I usually try not to get one that's super ginormous. And then I got my energy drink, my Pepsin, HCI, or Betadine, and then Pepsin. This is just for digestive stuff. And then I got all my supplements here. So this has been a staple in my diet for really the longest time. This has been the easiest meal, especially for my gut. So, but I'm going to crush this meal and then kind of go over a little bit more of kind of what I'm dealing with. I've kind of mentioned before, so it's nothing that you guys don't know of, but kind of give you guys more of an update on what's going on with that, how I'm feeling, how everything's going, and yeah, we'll go from there. All right, we are on the way to the gym right now. Let me get this angled out more. Got a little makeshift stand going. Whoa. So my pre-workout meal. I have recently added in sun fiber to my diet. What is today? Thursday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It gave me that like sensation of I have to like poop, but I wasn't able to. And then every once in a while after a meal, I'd get like, not necessarily gas pains, but I would have that like sensation in my gut. And I was like, dude, this isn't good. Like, what am I doing? And I've noticed this when I take fiber supplements, that's kind of what happens. I was like, dude, no way. Like, my gut started feeling good. This is where we're at. But after today's morning movements, I feel great. So I think it was just my body getting used to that high fiber intake. But yeah, this is week 4 or 5 of everything, and I feel amazing. I have, I've gone out to eat. I've had, like I said, I had family in town last weekend. They got an ice cream cake, didn't have any. And like, don't get me wrong, man, like that sucks, but it's not the end of the world because like I'm able to, what I've kind of done with myself these last 2-ish weeks is like on the weekends, I kind of just do whatever. I eat kind of whatever I want. I'm not super strict about it. Like, you know, I'll make sure that I'm eating the foods that I'm supposed to be eating. And as long as I'm not really like craving anything, like I kind of just eat whatever. It's just more of like, oh, like I want to have frozen mangoes for a snack. Like, oh shit, that was a red light. They're like, oh, I want to eat frozen mangoes, like for a snack. Like, I eat frozen mangoes. Like, you know, I'm like, oh, like I'm kind of feeling snacky. Like, I got these popcorners. Like, I've been eating a ton of popcorners. So I'll kind of show you guys like a little bit of that too. Like popcorners, and then like these gluten-free, dairy-free pretzels have been huge for me. H-E-B, I don't know, you know, if you guys are listening from Texas, H-E-B's got a lot of stuff that I think is phenomenal. I try not to get a lot of it because, again, like I'm still trying to like maintain a pretty decent physique. So like I've been trying to keep it mostly fruits and protein and then rice. But yeah, these little popcorners, like I'll have them, you know, with my rice and chicken. So my rice and chicken meal, and I'll kind of scoop it. So it's kind of like a Chipotle bowl for me. And then Frito chips are another one that I've noticed that I can eat. So corn doesn't do well for me. So like if I eat like just corn in general, or what did I eat, like popcorn and stuff like that usually kind of gets me a little bit upset. But I think it's just corn. Like corn doesn't really do well with a lot of people. So, but this week I'm about 216. I'm about 3 pounds up. That's because of the weekend. I have absolutely annihilated myself in the weekend eating this past weekend. Like I tell you, when I was eating so much food, I was eating so much food, but I felt good the whole time, and training never suffered. I didn't get super fat, so I'm not really gonna, you know, trip out about that. So just gonna kind of keep doing my thing, kind of rocking with that. So it's a nice little break mentally too, just to eat those foods and then not, I guess, have any issues. So it's been kind of freeing. And then I've been dieting for so long that I was kind of like, you know what, man, like I wanted to give myself a break. And so that's what I did. So I've been kind of giving myself a little bit of a break, kind of a mental break, really, diet wise. So, but no, I'm feeling good right now. So training has been going great. I'm excited to start pushing more and more food. So last week, my guy kind of sent me an updated meal plan today, like right after I got out of the gym. So I was able to make those adjustments to my meal plan. So I'm hoping for the same now. So hopefully get some more food added. If not a huge deal, but yeah. So I'll kind of take you guys through kind of today. I'm not going to do a voiceover today lifting, but I am going to show you guys kind of the foods I'm eating. But biggest thing, like I'm telling you, like got blood work done, got the GI map done, all that stuff is, you know, that's what you need. I think that's what you need to do. But I started on TRT Sunday. So this past Sunday I started on TRT. So now I took my second shot yesterday. So it's hard to say because like my gut's getting cleared up. So I'm feeling good from my gut getting cleared up, but we'll see if I'm feeling better at all after maybe like a week or two. But like yesterday was a day that I normally would have probably gotten an energy drink, and I felt really good. But like Tuesday I took a nap at the facility, so you know, who knows where we're at. So, but overall, like I said, I'm feeling better. But again, that's mostly with my gut. I'm excited for the TRT. I'm also taking HCG, so I'm taking both of those to help keep my fertility up because my wife is too hot to not reproduce. So, but yeah, so it started TRT, so I'll kind of update you guys on that. But, you know, with celiac and everything like that, man, like, I think you have to understand, you have to look at it, because at first I was like, dude, no freaking way. Like, I'm not going to be able to eat, you know, any of the foods that I like. You know, I'm not going to be able to go out to eat. And then, like, we've been really strict right now with my diet. And I was like, man, like, how is all this stuff gonna work? Like, I'm gonna be miserable. And like, in all honesty, and I'm not one of those guys that's like, health and fitness is everything to me. I feel better, so that has been motivating me to not eat the foods that make me feel bad. Like when I've felt bad for so long that now that I feel good, I don't want to lose that feeling. So I don't know if that all makes sense, but I had a family member ask me that. They're like, don't you miss kind of doing whatever? Like, we don't want to go out to eat without you. Like, you know, like, where can you go that you can eat? I'm like, listen, don't worry about me. I'm good. I feel good. Like, that's what matters to me. Like, it's not so much like, oh, like, I want to go have this pizza and like, yeah, like, I would love to have that, but messes my stomach up and I feel good. So like, you know, I get a lot of boneless wing or bone-in wings, as long as they don't, like, they can cook them in oil and stuff like that. That's fine with me, but like, no bread or anything like that. And then like, I just don't do any sauces. I just get like dry rubs, lemon pepper if they have it. So, but it's just, you gotta just look at, like, don't make it more complicated than it needs to be, right? Like, a lot of people will go for the gluten-free stuff, and I do get some of the gluten-free stuff, but I get it as like a snack or like I don't want to say reward, but as like a snack or like a one-off, because one, they're expensive. So like, for me, it's like, I'm just gonna stick to rice, the fruit, and the protein. And then like, as I'm kind of getting through this, I'll kind of add more and more things. But like, this to me makes my gut feel really good, and I feel overall really healthy. So, but that's all I kind of got right now, my little rant. So, but I'm gonna go get my lift in. Got an upper body day today. We're gonna be really pushing the envelope today. So today's Thursday. I'm super stoked about that. Then I got my 30 minutes of cardio. I've been doing a lot of incline walking just because of my knee. So we're gonna incline walk. Gonna push this upper body lift. We got high reps. So we got 3 more weeks left of the summer of this little training block. I'll probably give myself that last week of July off for the most part. When I say off, I'll probably just go do some cardio and arms and kind of just mess around in the gym. So, but yeah, this is going to be second to last week. So, I hope you guys enjoy the training clips, and then I'll see you guys for my post-workout meal, and then my prep meal that I'm going to bring to work. So, let's ride. All right, we just got done with the upper body training day. So I did 2 sets of 5, worked up to a heavy 5 on barbell incline. Then I did a back off set at 205 for 10. Normally I'll be on the Smith machine, but both were used, and I was like, let's get some barbell work in. So, and then I obviously did the chest supported row. I noticed on my high volume days, I really like to use the machine that I used. I just think the way that it kind of like flows and kind of with everything with it, I actually really enjoy that machine a lot more than the plate loaded one. I don't know, there's something about it. And then I like to use more of the plate loaded one when I'm in that like 5 to 8 rep range, maybe even into a little bit into the 10s. The thing about the machine one is it's too light, doesn't go heavy enough for my big sets, but it's perfect for my high volume sets. So I really enjoy that. So And then I ended up doing some, what else did I do? Lateral raises. I did a neutral grip pull down, but I was kind of more in the front side as I was doing it. And then, yeah, I hit some straight bar curls, and then I did my 30 minutes of cardio. So, fix up the camera here. So nothing super duper crazy, nothing super outrageous today. Just kind of kept everything kind of in that higher rep range. So this week and next week are going to be my last 2 weeks of training, and then I'm going to take an entire week off. During that week off, I might just I'll probably end up doing mostly, like, if I go to the gym, accessory work. Like, I might go 2 workouts, so I mostly do accessory work, and then mostly accessory work. And then I'll probably do like 45 minutes of cardio just to kind of keep me up and going a little bit. But training's not gonna be anything crazy. Just give myself a little bit of a break. I had mentioned in a prior video that I was probably gonna end up doing more athletic work. And I don't know, just based upon my knee, how that's been. But regardless, basketball's still gonna be a thing. So I'm probably gonna start adding in more jumps. I just don't know about sprints quite yet, just because my meniscus, I'm kind of giving it a break these next 3 weeks. Going to be doing some more stability work, more kind of like prehab, rehab stuff for it. So hopefully a lot of that will kind of ease the inflammation. And then when it comes to just pickup, I'm just going to have to gradually work my way in for a little bit. I'll probably start adding some extensive plyo, so like lower level, kind of like pogo, single leg pogos now, just to kind of get it kind of freshened up, I guess, for lack of better terms. So yeah, that's kind of the plan tentatively. I'll probably just still do some more bodybuilding stuff, more bodybuilding focused stuff, but I'll just have the basketball and then the plyos and stuff to add it on. And then we'll push that for the next 2 months after we finish up here in July. And then it's going to be baby time, and I don't know what training is going to be like during baby time. So, but yeah, I mean, just right now, training has not been the most fun for me right now. But just like anything, right? Like there's times when you're going to enjoy it and there's times you're going to hate it, and you just gotta kind of continue to kind of push forward and understand that what your goal is and where you're trying to go. But my kind of personality, I'm more of a, I like to go, 4 to 6 weeks, and then I kind of like to change it up a little bit. That's just kind of how I've always been. Or even doing like a little 4-week block, and then taking a little bit of not even a break, but just kind of switching up some of the programming, switching up some of the stuff. That's just how I've been. That's how I've always kind of programmed for myself. So like, I enjoy a little bit of nuance, but again, not the end of the world to not have that. So, but like I said, finishing up this week, and then next week is going to be, the last week, so we'll kind of go in that moderate rep range. And then what was supposed to be my heavy rep range, I'm just going to take that week off. And like I said, maybe go in and do some accessory work. So not going to try not to overdo it with the knee. So, and then just kind of give myself a chance to just kind of refresh. So, but just pulling into the house now, gonna go get freshened up, and then get to my post-workout meal. I will see you guys inside. Okay, YouTube, back in the kitchen, and I got a mess, but I'm gonna show you guys what I'm eating post-workout now, to kind of fuel the gains, keep my gut health in check, because again, that matters more than anything. First things first, I forgot something. Okay, back. We are going to start with what's going to be my second meal. I just cut a whole watermelon, so I'm starving now because of that. But okay, now we're officially gonna start. So something that I've been doing, regardless of where I'm gonna be at, is I take a whole bunch of lettuce, and I just give me a little bit of volume in my meals. You don't have to do this. This isn't a requirement, but kind of turns it into a little salad for me. And I've been absolutely loving that. Again, not needed. It's just something that I do. Then I'm going to follow this up with 250 grams of rice, which, oh shit, crap, which might be this whole thing here. Okay. We're at 260 bulk. So I'm gonna take this rice, break this up. Now I'm gonna follow it. So I'm out of my normal chicken. So I always have some Costco chicken. And if you haven't had this, I'm telling you, you're missing out. So I'm gonna come back in with 120 grams. So my training day meals, versus my non-training day meals, I think are drastically different. I have some sort of rice or a carb, some sort of rice, let me phrase that, with every meal, versus non-training days, I have it with 2 meals. I only have it with 2 meals, so it's my training days are my favorite days. And then I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna go 50 grams of peas and carrots. Mostly carrots, it looks like. So 50 grams. And I keep it frozen. By the time I eat it at, in 3-4 hours, this is gonna be ready to go. Don't overthink that portion of it. That's not the huge deal. Then we're gonna come back in with 10 grams of olive oil. Sprinkle on some sea salt. And then the master of all sauces. We're gonna go a good dose of ketchup. So I'm gonna get this meal, right? Then you throw a little top on it. Hope this fits. And then you shake it up. Have that there. And then we're gonna come back 100 grams of blueberries. 200 grams of blueberries, let me rephrase that. 200 grams of blueberries. Right there. So, I'm gonna eat this meal at about 1 o'clock. Set this aside. All right, now we're gonna go, this is gonna be my, gosh, I just made a mess with all this rice. After work, come back in, 200 grams of blueberries again. This is really just like a little snack for me. This is nothing super duper crazy. And then we're gonna go 1 cup or 240 milliliters of milk. Fill that sucker up. Put this here. So now, and I'm gonna throw a scoop of protein powder in here. So this is gonna be my post-work snack. This is gonna hold me over until dinner. So because of how big my lunch is, I normally don't, I'm like kind of chilling, but I know I need to get something. So this is a good one. And then we're gonna go 1 scoop or 30 grams of Dimetize. Right, Dimetize? This has been one of my favorites. So I absolutely love the flavor. It's so easy on my gut. I have no issues. We're gonna go 30 grams. I said like a cup and then I didn't even do it. So 30 grams there. So this meal is complete. So throw all this together. And then now, for my meal, I'm gonna go 300 grams of watermelon. Watermelon's not great. 300 grams-ish. 321 is fine. So, let's go one more. 21 technically. Then we come back, 150 grams of raspberries. And then, post-workout, again, 240 milliliters of milk. Here's a little, not even a hack, but as you guys are cooking, so I cook a lot of my stuff in bulk, or if I don't, I try to keep it like easy to make. That way, as I'm making my meals for the day, one, it takes me no time. It took me probably 10 minutes, and this really the only reason it's taking so long is because I'm talking to you guys. But then, as I'm going through and making my meals, I'm putting stuff away. So it makes the whole process so much easier. So I'm gonna do all of these here. I'm gonna crush this watermelon raspberries, drink my little drink, and then I'm heading up to the gym. So I got 4 sessions today. Get done a little bit early, and then I guess I'll see you guys for dinner. All right, guys. I have my last meal of the day. It is 250 grams of rice, 150 grams of ground beef, 10 grams of mustard, and then I top it off with some salt and everybody's favorite mustard and salt. Yeah. So, but that is a full day of eating with somebody that does have pretty bad gut issues. Got some celiac stuff going on. So getting through that. But again, at the end of the day, it is all about, realizing what your stomach can and cannot handle, and then kind of moving around that and adapting to that. And like I said, I felt great. So I'll put some before and after photos as well. So, because those are pretty crazy to see. So, but I will see you guys in the next video. Probably will do either a voiceover or again another full day of eating. But again, I kind of eat the same thing every single day, so nothing really crazy. But yeah, go ahead, like, subscribe. If there's any questions you guys want to see, please let me know. If you guys want to see anything crazy, maybe like a $10,000, $5,000 or a 5,000 calorie cheat meal with just foods that I can eat. I mean, I would gladly do that. So, but just trying to see what you guys want to see and different things like that. So, but I will see you guys in the next video.